Hi YouTube, my name's Whitney and I'm going on a diet and I just thought I'd post about it because there's not a lot of information about this diet anymore. This is a diet that I went on when I was 16 and I went from 228 pounds to 145 and kept it off for over a decade. And then I got a more stressful job, just kind of stopped paying attention and drinking more, eating out more, cooking less, that kind of thing. I've crept back up and I've gone on keto and I've gone on Whole30 and I've done the Mediterranean diet. I've done some of the more modern diets, but this is still my favorite. And so I'm going to start doing it again and chronicle it here. The diet that I'm going on is the Scarsdale Medical Diet. This is an $8 book on Amazon and you can look at the reviews to see what people have to say about it, because most people say the same things I say, which is, despite being like 50 years old, this is the best diet. And it's got kind of a bad rep online. A lot of people like to smash it as being unsafe, but it's really not super different from your modern fad diets like keto and Atkins and stuff. In fact, I like it a lot more, and I'll tell you why in a minute. First off, it's a 2-week plan. So you're on the diet for 14 days and then you do what they call the keep trim diet, which is just like mindful eating for 2 weeks. And then you go back on it if you need to lose more weight. You do lose weight really rapidly. One of the criticisms that everyone has for this diet is that it's supposed to be 1,000 calories a day, but actually it doesn't say that in here anywhere. It's just something that if you eat limited amounts of all the things, then maybe you could get as low as 800 calories a day if you're really doing like minimal eating. But it always says to eat as much as you want of the things. So actually it can be very adjustable for your size, your gender, and all those things. And it's really just eating whole foods, which is great. The one thing I will say about this being super outdated is that it really is like in the mindset of anti-fat, and we know now from modern science that like healthy fats are much better for us than we thought. So I've incorporated some extra fats into my remix of the Scarsdale diet, and I'll be tracking it over the next few days, 2 weeks. So you can keep in touch with what I'm eating and how I'm doing. The Scarsdale diet starts with a half grapefruit and a piece of toast every morning. They say to use protein bread, which doesn't exist anymore, but basically any whole wheat high protein bread. I use Power Seed from Dave's Killer Bread. It's 5 grams of fiber and 5 grams of protein in a single slice, and it's super delicious, toasted, and it's got a nice nutty flavor, so it's perfect. There's lots of high protein breads out there, probably a lot more than were available when this book came out, and grapefruit's always pretty easy to find. Sometimes I switch it up and have a different fruit too. You can have like half a cantaloupe, a half cup of pineapple, half cup of mango, papaya, any of those things. Why I love this diet is that it's super flexible, actually. It gives you like what you should be eating, but it actually doesn't tell you exactly how you need to prepare it. If you're not a good cook, this might not be the diet for you, because if you just eat the foods plain, it's probably going to be pretty bland and boring. But I love to cook, and it's actually really easy to cook delicious food within the confines of the diet. Really, the only rules are don't drink alcohol and don't substitute things on the diet. They also say no fats. I've added in a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of avocado, and a little bit of nut milks and things into my version of Scarsdale, and it works super well. So we'll track it.